Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. Today we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. The give on the inside. Got room at the 35. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Now on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the right. He's got it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Power football with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Now on the move. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep him honest, pound that rock.
They give it to him again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Quarterback keeps it. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. After the run, now to throw. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. Looking to throw. Got his man on the outside. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. A first down for the offense. Using his legs, it's Keller. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
They feed him again. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Goes to the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Afterburner's coming. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible defense.
Fires toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to pass on second down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, picked off. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. You throw the ball underneath, but, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
To the ground with the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. From the gun, give on the inside. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Pulls and fired complete. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He leaves it with the back. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's running free down the middle. The 30, at the 20. Touchdown, Cuse. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, they're able to hit the corner route. Now, as a quarterback, when you've got an athletic tight end like that, you're sort of reading the defense's body position. If the tight end's able to get past them off the line of scrimmage and man coverage, then you're going to be throwing that corner further down the field. But if the defender's playing off because he's afraid of the speed, then you want to flatten him, more like an out route to the sideline. These two guys right here, they've got awesome chemistry, and you saw it on that play.
They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Wells. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The offense set for a first down play. They'll go to the air. They're working that left side. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
A run for the quarterback. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown Mustangs. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Wake Forest is going to enjoy the trip back to Winston-Salem after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there at home, and suddenly it's quite the resume. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to fire deep. Makes the grab down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Calls his own number. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Going over the top. He's got it. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. After getting stuffed, what do they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? He'll ride his man on the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Just drives it between the uprights. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Quarterback never saw his guy early enough. He was open right away, but was just late getting him the ball. Receivers jumping up and down saying, yo, I'm here, throw it to me. But by that time, the defense had already figured out where he was. And because of the late throw, they're able to come up with the interception.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll run it. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Fourth down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. On the move. The Mustangs get enough for the first down. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. He's going to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Spits it out to the back. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. They'll go to the ground. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Caught in the backfield. It's Daniel. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down.
There he goes down the right side. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Orange.
And you can tell he trusts his big tight end. Airing the football way down the field, treating him like a wide receiver because you know he's going to go up, make the big play, get you in the end zone, score a touchdown.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vega. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Going up top. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. You want to talk about converting a fourth down in style with a whole lot extra, David.
How about it? Clutch mode. Fourth down time, you only need a little, but he pushes the ball way down the field. He believes in his guy, makes the play, gets the big first down.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, the flag brings up a short 1st and 5. Offense can really get aggressive if it chooses. Wide out in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Rides to the back. Bulldozes in. Touchdown, SMU! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 4 over Western Kentucky. We promise to keep you posted on what goes.
Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Syracuse! Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Vega. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Mustangs come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
And the Mustangs have this offense rolling. On the move. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first.
You always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Steps away to find some room. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll give it to the back. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Skips away from pressure. He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And when the clock's running down late in the ball game, every first down matters. Every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback. Dropping back the pass, scrambling around, getting the first down, and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down.
They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it and still on his feet. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Just a crushing mistake on the penalty. Wipes out the touchdown, and now they'll have to try to get it together and score again. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On second down, he's looking downfield. Lets it fly. Snagged that ball in the end zone, but couldn't keep the foot in bounds along that left sideline. It's incomplete. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. Touchdown, Mustangs. They move on top here in the fourth.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So a lot to process and think about.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. This is a designed run. Off he goes. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Quarterback will audible. Just going to keep it after the snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's back to throw on 2nd down. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Cuse.
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Did you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
They'll run it from the gun. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Getting some heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Going to take a shot at this DB. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call. And the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.